It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
First carry for LeGarrette Blount. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 44 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Daniel. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A give left side to Howard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now Daniel off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Encroachment, defense.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fielded at the 20. So we're through a quarter here on Thanksgiving Day. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. They go with Howard again. Big hold of the 30. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. Down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now it's Daniel. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
A first down throw for Daniel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They go counter with Howard. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. To throw is Daniel. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down. Play action. Daniel. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Let's go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Daniel. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. On the handoff, this is Howard. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Off the bootleg, Daniel. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A give to Howard, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down following the run. Daniel. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Trying the right side with Howard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Daniel. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Daniel. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to punch launch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run again with Blunt. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Operating from the gun, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first down at Stafford. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he dumps it off to Blow. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Daniel looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Running with Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patrick. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Off the bootleg. Daniel. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Howard. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On 1st and 10, Daniel. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Set. Green, 39.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He's back to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Three yards remaining here on second down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Completes it to Blunt. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down and 4. Stafford. Shakes off the sack. That's strong running. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Stafford. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last throw here for Stafford. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.